Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the SideQuest / Beer Quest.
Oh.
My name is Grant LaHaye.
I'm Justin Scottham.
And I'm Nayt Jones. Here's why, what we're talking about. Let me know when you get a good focus shot on that. You guys might have heard on the podcast for a while that we were talking about brewing our own beer, Grant and I.
Yes.
And this is our first batch.
This is it.
So hold it up really high for them to see the color here.
We're going to get it right up into the light.
By the power of Grayskull.
Okay, it's a little cloudy, as you can see.
I like it.
This is our first batch ever. We only did a gallon batch.
It's a real nice amber color.
It's an IPA. Okay, this is actually from a kit that was the Brooklyn Brew Shop.
Brooklyn Brew Shop.
This is their Everyday IPA.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a tasting. I've tasted it, so
It smells so good.
I'm going to ask permission from John for him to go ahead and take a seat for you guys to go through the analysis and let Grant lead that analysis.
Yeah, you bet.
If that's cool. Okay, I'm going to step away. Give me 1 second.
Go, Nayt, go.
Oh.
Go.
Oh.
Go, go. Go,
Nayt,
go.
go. Go, Nayt, go.
Yeah. Seamless transitions.
Nice.
Because now John is here. John, get those headphones on, sir.
Yes.
So you can hear all
This
the
is
glorious
legit, I'm on
words
here.
that I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the
Welcome to the
SideQuest,
John.
It's very
Yay.
rare. Christmas episode was when you got to be a part of it.
For a sec.
Last time for a second. But okay, so here we go. So basically, guys, dive in. Let's hear. I want to know what you smell.
It's so good.
Yeah, just smell it. Just smell it right now.
It's got kind of like a very sweet sort of smell to it.
Oh, the hops are so...
You smell the hops right out.
God, I want them to make love to my mouth.
They will.
Oh, it's happening right now.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Don't do it.
God damn it.
Don't do it.
Stop being such a tease.
I want you to smell it. What do you pull out of just the
I
smell?
can kind of smell some honey.
A little honey.
Yeah.
Little honey.
Little honey. What else you get?
Little pine.
Little pine?
From the hops, yeah. Oh, it smells like a delicious IPA.
I'm just mainly, honestly, I'm just getting a ton of honey in mine.
That's great.
That's
citrus.
like the strongest part of the nose,
Yeah.
I think.
Little citrus.
Little citrus. There's a little earthiness in there from the grain. You can definitely smell some of the grain in there, and you can definitely get some of the. There's a little vanilla in there too, from what I can kind of gather.
All right. So when do we stop talking and start drinking?
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
Let's do it. Hold
Welcome to my everyday.
Cheers.
Nayt's and my everyday IPA.
on. Salud.
Salud.
Nayt. Bing. Yeah.
Wow, it's like really smooth.
Oh, that was really good. You knocked my arm. I got a little more there.
It's because you weren't drinking enough.
Oh, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I can taste the earthiness now.
Yeah.
Well done, gentlemen.
Swish it around in your mouth
Yeah,
a little
this is
bit.
good.
Ugh.
Get some of that in everywhere. You'll get some of that vanilla kind of coming out. Nayt and I kind of picked out a little bit of a cream soda.
I kind of get that in the aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
Although it tastes better than the description that you gave me when you said cream soda. And what else did you say?
A little caramel.
Yeah.
Little caramel, little cream soda, little orange, little citrus in there.
Yep.
I like that the honey
Grain.
it's really subtle.
Yeah.
But it's really strong in the nose, but subtle on the taste.
Mm-hmm. And we use the honey, very, very little of it in the bottling for the bottling sugar to aid in the carbonation process.
Nayt, I got to get you in on here to try some of this.
Oh.
Spoils of war.
Where's the whereabouts is the alcohol level and IBU?
It's about 6.5.
6.5.
IBU, I don't know about the IBU. I'm gonna guesstimate it between 15 and 20.
Were you able to
Yeah.
actually measure the alcohol content?
No, that's just the base that they come with on there.
Okay.
15 and 20, you think, for the IBU?
No, I don't think it's super high on the IBU scale.
I think even lower than that.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say at least at a high 25, but
Really?
At the highest, absolutely
at the highest,
but
yeah.
I don't think that it's so smooth.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of the bitterness up front, but the finish is so dry and
It's
so
dry.
clean.
It's like a champagne.
Yeah, that you don't really get that really bitterness at the
I
end.
fucking love IPAs. It's so
I know,
delicious.
right?
Ugh.
Super tasty.
Our next batch is going to be a blonde.
Oh.
Yeah.
But after that, we're going to do another IPA. We're going to try to kind of do something similar to this, but pull in some more things that we've realized from what this is. And it's, to me, actually, in this bigger glass that I'm having now, I don't taste as much of the Dreamsicle as I did, but I've also had a lot of whiskey versus nothing. So,
and it stays on the glass too. I like that.
yeah, it's really good.
Fuck.
Oh, you see this little Lakewood logo here? Yeah, Lakewood Local Brewery.
Local to Dallas.
But I'm happy with it, man. It's our first batch, and it's really good for our first batch of beer.
I'm sad there's no more.
Yeah.
I could drink this all fucking night.
It's really good. I'm happy to hear that, Justin.
Yeah, I could totally drink it all night long.
Me too.
Ugh.
That's really tasty.
And I'd be so thankful for the
I
hangover
kind
in the
of
morning.
want a little bit more hop in it.
That's what we want the most.
And so kind of watching out like how much hops we're actually
so
putting
good.
in. We put a lot of the hops in at the very beginning of the brewers that instructed us to, and kind of about every 5 minutes we'd add another like fifth of the hops that we had, and only like 1/5 of the hops that we had, which is a very, very small amount for the 1 gallon batch, actually went in at the 0 mark. Almost in the where it could be considered almost dry hopping, except it's not going into the fermenter, it's just going into the boil. Like right there at the end of the boil, where we're taking it off the heat.
I mean, I would
love to put in a little bit more hops at the 0 mark. Not necessarily dry hop, but put in more hops at the 0 mark to just add a little bit more just standing hop going into the carboy for fermentation. And I think that would be perfect.
It makes me feel so warm inside. It's serious. Like, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. This is a really fucking good beer.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Number
so
4
much.
on the F-bomb there.
Thank you.
No, seriously, I would agree with you. I would say the only type of feedback I could give, because I love a hoppy beer, especially when it comes to an IPA, I would say let's ramp that up as high as that we are willing to go, because I think it would be amazing if it was a little bit higher on the IBU.
Yeah. Well, I think that we can.
It's still so good.
Definitely once we want to have a really, really hoppy beer, but I really want to have a solid American style IPA.
Yeah.
But like I want to experiment with some aged grain. And
which we're quite away from, but we can get there.
In the IPA, actually do some aged grain in there with a really specific hop addition in there to make it really stand out.
We're typically, there's a lot of homebrewing books that have an everyday IPA, and what you're using is cascading hops
and
Columbus hops, and that's pretty much the ingredients here. We use a lot of the Cascade. Columbus was all up front, or was that the Cascade?
Cascade, Columbus hops were all up front, and then we hops.
Cascade every so often. I would like to use a hop that's maybe a little less floral in its taste. I think that'll help with the dryness at the end. But I also think, as much as I love priming sugar with honey, that may be our problem with the dry finish, but I don't know.
It could be.
I love the fact that we're priming with honey.
Honestly, though,
I do too.
I'm not getting a crazy dry finish to it.
Yeah.
I like the way that it finishes. I mean, it does taste
I would like
really
it
good.
little wetter than what it is right now. The mouthfeel at the end leaves a little bit more of a drier texture than anything else.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, no, totally. But
as you drink it more, it's less.
Yeah.
But when you first drink it, it's very, like, your first sip is a lot like a sip of champagne.
Is it really
finishes real dry.
Is it really wrong that the beer makes me want to drink more of it?
No.
There you go.
No. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah,
Done.
you're right.
You got a winner.
I'm glad you like our first batch.
Just wait for batch number 2.
Batch number 2 is going to be a blonde, and we're going to do it possibly on the SideQuest. Eventually, we're going to be moving to some other things. But, yeah, that was our first batch of Homebrew, named #Homebrew after @Rokendar on Twitter.
Indeed.
So you've heard us talking about it. This is our first batch. We're going to start a new batch. God, I hope soon.
Very soon.
We have a lot of stuff going on, so I hope we can make time to homebrew for a night.
Yeah, I'm sure that we can.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Sign me up.
For drinking it or making it?
Both.
Drinking it is. Walk it off.
Walk it off.
Drink it off.
Ooh.
Yeah. That just happened.
Yeah.
They can't